Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about someone who's showing up unexpected to a party or a conversation, or someone who may be normally quite quiet or to themselves, stands up and provides some sort of protection. And I feel like it's an unfair like a schoolyard, workplace, family situation where, maybe someone's a little bit used to being a little more in control. I try to avoid using the B word, not the one that ends with itch, but the other one. But this does kind of seem like we've got someone who's trying to make other people feel small, getting a little bit surprised to find that there's someone who's willing to stand up to them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Muchenta. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you would like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box below. And right below that, you can find out how to join the memberships. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? Hello, Matt. What's going on? It might cost like fruit by the foot. I don't know. What's a good school lunch thing? All right, this is the situations deck. Let's see how serious this is, shall we? Howdy, Gigi. How are you doing? We've got right away the legal card coming out, huh? Okay. And crushed, sad, feeling broken and alone. So this is someone who feels like their chances to remedy the situation are not what they should be. Maybe this is someone who felt like they could move elsewhere or get a restraining order, or was hoping that they could, just have a conversation and things would be sorted. But we have someone who persists with this threatened card. This is someone who, again, is trying to make another person or people feel small. So we have the searching card, online, looking for info, records. It could be talking about someone who's trying to blackmail, talking about somebody who's trying to convince someone they need to leave. Waves, emotions, coming, going. But there is a deadline here. There's going to be a decision made. So this could actually be happening in a courtroom. But this could also be a sense that I have to find information and I only have a certain amount of time. I don't know if I'll be able to figure out what I need to. So what I'm seeing in my mind is any procedural show or more of a lawyer focus. So like Matlock, for example, the more recent one with Kathy Bates, where they have what are they called? What are the people called that actually have to go through case law? I don't have that word in my brain right now. Sorry, guys. The people who work with the lawyer, who do a lot of the heavy lifting, right? Trying to go through all the case law to figure out what is applicable to their situation. I feel like we have somebody here who's going through all of these details, trying to find out what they can do to stop someone else. Maybe even looking into somebody's employment history, looking into their dating history. This is the Marigold Tarot. Hey, Michael. Hello, James. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? Paralegals. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I can only think of that Suits show. Wow. Okay, first of all, I am so sorry. I forgot to point out this is 2 8s. Okay, we have the 8 of cloaks, which would be tied to fire. So 8 of wands, and then strength, which is also number 8. Now, the first card out of the Marigold Tarot is strength. So the number 8, it's really great. Sorry, I had to. It's important. Okay. Yesterday was the 8th, so it's probably not about that. Although it could have been something happened yesterday. But this is possibly more so hinting at like 8 weeks. But I feel like we have someone showing up at the right moment, someone providing assistance, someone offering the information the lawyer needs, right? But it does require courage and I would say commitment, because some people might give up and say, no, that's like asking too much. I don't think I can work that hard. I don't think I can look, through 18 legal books. But we've got Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. This is like, I expect you not to do the work and therefore expect to win, but you have a last minute show of strength, right? You have somebody showing up to help, or you have somebody identifying the information that they need. So this could be a major shift as far as a decision in a court case, or it could be a change in terms of deciding who gets the promotion, but it's because of information that someone didn't think you would be able to get. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. It's as if the only way you can get this piece of information is if you know how to charm a curmudgeon. If you know how to get a silent person to talk to you. If you know how to get a hateful person to like you. 2 of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups in the reverse. So sure, the truth is there. Maybe you can dig it out of someone. Maybe you can get them to speak it. But they don't like people. They don't want to tell you anything. So like, it kind of feels like a Harry Potter mission. Seems kind of impossible, and you probably need like a magic touch in order to figure it out. There is some magic here though, because whatever is seemingly impossible, you figure out, or someone figures out. It's like, I purposely made this really difficult. I knew you would be able to get this information, or I knew you would be able to figure it out in time. 7 of Wands in the reverse, tick-tock. I gave you a mission, or I gave you some sort of task, knowing that you cannot finish it, knowing that you can't actually do it. Well, that's demoralizing. Why would you do that? Because someone's hiding something. Clearly. I can't tell what that says. It's a lot of X's and A's, but you're welcome. Can I just call you A? We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. Lots of fire energy. I do feel like there's an argument or a battle or a fight of some sort. But it's like this information comes to the lawyer's table, or, Perry Mason finds out who really killed the person 2 minutes before court is readjourned. Like, it's at the very last second, some information comes in. It's like, oh, okay, well, that changes everything. And whoever is guilty is like, how did you get that information? I was confident you would never be able to get that information. It's like in Kill Bill when, Michael Madsen just passed away. Rest in peace. When he whips out that Hanzo Katori? Is that what the name was? Sword after telling everybody that he'd sold it. Which is perfect because the sword is aligned to the tarot, which sword is communication, information. This is like, wow, how did you figure that out? How did you get that information? I didn't think anyone would be able to figure it out. I didn't think anyone would be able to get this angry person to share any information. Well, I did it. I got that information, and now that I have it, we know what really happened. I'm kind of scared of this newest Oracle deck, but I feel like I do have to use it. The True Crime Oracle deck is appropriate since we're probably talking about a legal situation here. But I don't know. I feel like we've got someone who's genuinely surprised. Like, how did you get that? How did you manage that? How did you figure out what really happened? So this has to do with life insurance and jealousy. My. So we could have, I mean, there's kind of a little bit of a nuance here or a reference to maybe there being an affair, maybe some jealousy over money, maybe a divorce that someone didn't really want to have happen. This is the Tarot. It's true. The Chariot and the Two of Paws, which is the Two of Pentacles. As soon as the balloon quits the earth, it is subjected to the influence of many circumstances, tending to create a difference in its weight, augmenting or diminishing its ascending power. We have somebody here who could control the controls. We have somebody who could delete stuff or felt confident that they could hide this information. The only way you can get it is if you get this person to talk or if you break into this safe, right? They're like, there's no way you're going to get that information. So I feel like I can do what I need to do, or that I will be, just fine. But then we have the Two of Paws. I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. There was at one point, whoever I'm reading for, whoever resonates with this Strength card, which I gotta say, I already like your style because Worf was one of my favorite people in Star Trek. I like Gull. This is someone choosing the more difficult path, someone choosing the more honorable path, someone signing up for the work, even though it's not easy. This is like, yeah, I know most people would be like, not going to do it, but I'm going to do it because I know I can find out what really happened. This is the Pulp Tarot. We all are, Darnell. What else do we have? King of Wands. I really do feel like there's fire energy here. Whoever I'm reading for that is making this difference or finding this information, calling out this person, you are able to bypass the fear or let go of the restrictions or the concerns, choose the more difficult path or solve the Sudoku puzzle, whatever it is, but you get the insight that you need to on this person. Queen of Wands in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's overly confident and somebody who does not have compassion for others. And I'm sorry to have to add this on, but when I say they're overly confident, I mean like embarrassingly so. And I don't usually clarify it that way. This is someone where it's like, really? Okay. That's what you were going for? So we have Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to point out, we just had a king in the upright, followed by a king in the reverse. Now we have a queen in the upright, followed by a queen in the reverse. We're in the upside down world, guys. So I think we have blackmail or someone being paid to alter evidence, hide evidence, or make somebody else look guilty. This Queen of Pentacles is someone that did something probably illegal to change the outcome of their own situation. So now you see it, now you don't. Now you think I did it, now you don't. But we've got someone getting like evidence of this. Yeah. I know you thought that's what it was, but it wasn't. Five of Wands in the reverse. The Hermit, an investigator. Everybody wanted me to look over here, so I looked over there. That's what this is. This Two of Paws or Two of Pentacles. I know everybody else is going to be thinking that's it. Everybody else is thinking this is where I need to look. Everybody else is thinking that's what really happened. But I'm going to go with my gut on this and do something a little bit unusual. Whoever this investigator is or whoever this person is that finds the information, like, high five. This is a special individual that's willing to do this. Most people would have been like, oh, everyone else is doing that? Okay, let's look at that. The Sun and the Queen of Swords. Thought you could hide that, did you? Thought nobody would ever find this, did you? Thought no one would ever look here. Thought no one would ever get that old hateful person to actually talk. Well, I'm delightful, so I got them to tell me what really happened. The Sun is about enlightenment, the truth coming out, and the King of Wands is the person who does it. And the Queen of Swords, this is someone who knew something but didn't want to admit to it. Now they can't lie about it anymore. I feel like I need to go make some popcorn, you guys. I just said they can't lie about it anymore. This is somebody who's like literally looking at their little filing cabinet of dishonesty. What can I do? Oh, I should have said drawer of dishonesty. That's much better. This is like one lie is not working. Let's try the second one. Does that work? Oh, no, you don't like that one either? Hold on. Oh, lie number 3. Do you like this one? I could find some more. I swear I have more. I just need to find something that you'll believe. They are still trying to hide something, even though what I keep hearing in my head, and I don't like saying this phrase, is dead to rights. This is like, I got you. I see what you did. I know when you did it. I got the like little audit where I know when you swiped your card. I know when you typed in your password. I know when you made the phone call. I know where you were. This is like, you cannot lie out of this. But we still have somebody who's trying to figure out a way to lie. Hey, Laura, how are you doing? Hello, using intrigue. It's true. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. How many times have I made the shocked Pikachu face today, you guys? This is wild. So we've got another pair of 8s. Wait, wasn't the like crazy, was it Crazy 88s? The people who like fought the battle in Kill Bill, the like gang, I think they were. I can't remember. Anyways, this is like coming around full circle. Someone felt like they could run away from this, but it's been like attached to them. It's like when a dog is trying to get away from something that's literally attached, right? Or a cat is trying to run away from a plastic bag, but it's got like its paws through a handle of the bag. This is not going to be something they can get away from. So even though they felt confident they would be able to pay their way out of it or be able to cover this up or no one will ever know, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Yeah. This is the Noisy Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, right next to the other Two of Pentacles. And I have the Chariot, which is the other card I got from the Poe Tarot. Granted, they're both in the reverse. I don't read the Poe Tarot in the reverse, but that's interesting. It's almost like to say, someone got it wrong, though. Someone felt like they could distract people, like, hey, look over here, right? This Seven of Cups, it can kind of make you think of what a magician does when they want you to be focused on one thing while they're doing another. So distraction is definitely a technique that has been leveraged before. But with the Chariot in the reverse, someone felt like they'd gotten away with it. Someone felt like they were about to be cleared, or that nothing would really impact them. Now, because some truth is coming out, now because there's someone who's found the information, another Queen of Wands in the reverse, they were overly confident. Nah, I got this. I deleted it off my phone. It's gone forever, right? It's like someone doesn't understand the principle of a cover-up. Or thinks, I don't know, it's like you did what you thought you needed to do, but it was like 40% of the effort you should have put into it. Overconfidence. I cannot express this enough. I expect everything to go my way, so I'm not going to really try that hard. And then I'm going to be real shocked when things don't work out. That's so weird. That's what this is. Now things are, it's like there's an upheaval, there's chaos with Temperance in the reverse. One thing does not fit, right? There's a puzzle piece, and no matter what you do, it's just not going to fit in that spot. So it's like, I have questions. What are you going to say? Because these are not the answers that address my actual question. There's discontent, frustration. Why did you lie? Clearly, this is not right. So what are you hiding? They are going through, cycling through those lies. Like, what can I do to cover up what really happened? And those lies are not going to assist. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Page of Wands in the reverse. Again, in the same column, no less. We had the Page of Wands in the reverse up here. So you lied. You didn't think anyone would find out the truth. But now somebody has found out the truth. Your lies aren't working anymore. Now people know you lied. It's out there. They can't stop this anymore. They're looking at their options. Like the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Like, I know I got to do something, but I can't. Like, nothing's going to fix this. Nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to be on my side anymore because I cannot address this question. I cannot answer what happened or why this was here or why I was there. Death in the reverse, Justice. Someone thought they got away with it. They may have even kind of celebrated or like bragged about it. You know, no big deal. Look at me go. I'm awesome. Nobody, like, look at this face. Who could get mad at this face? A lot of people, actually. At least 8 people. Another 8, by the way. 8 of Cups in the reverse. So death is in the reverse because I thought this was over. I thought we had figured this out. I thought we were moving on. I thought they had made a decision, Justice, but now it's coming back around. Now I have to answer some of the same questions, or I have to admit that I lied when I answered those questions early on. Oops. Did I do that? Yes, you did. All right, this is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? We've got Uncover, number 16, nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. I think we have someone who created a memory or somebody who misremembered a memory. And now we have some sort of auditable proof that says your memory you got it wrong. I feel like it has to do with when somebody arrived somewhere. Because we have the rider, RIDER, number 12, movement, quick decisions, progress, and excitement. So your recollection of when you got home, or your recollection of where you were the night of this, or your recollection on whether or not you did this or said that, wrong. Now we have your keystrokes, we have video, we have your phone logs, whatever it is, it's indisputable. This is the Gilded Reverie. Did I say hello to Renee? Hello. What else? The Bouquet, number 9. And the Man Without a Shirt. Yeah. Like I said, there's an ego here. This is somebody who does not really feel like things will not go their way. This is somebody who's used to hearing the word yes. Somebody who is self-congratulatory, thinks very highly of themselves. I do awesome things and nothing I do is ever wrong. Well, turns out that is not true. So we have the clock, number 37. Tick-tock. With enough time and maybe right at the, last moment, this information comes out and makes it clear that the King of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the reverse energy, the overly confident one. Nope. They were lying. This is the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? Sorry, I just throw them everywhere. All right. So we've got Journey, number 2. And Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, number 34. There is healing as a result of this information coming out. Someone finally understanding what happened, someone finally being able to correct the situation. So we've got, I think, happy tears happening. This is What's the News. What else do we have? True. I like when you say Carmelita. I had a coworker that called me that. Well, I guess technically she called me that because one of the regulars always called me Carmelita. All right, what do we have? Sneaky Link, Hidden Lover, Low-Key Situationship, Side Piece. Oh. Remember I've been saying there's like a curmudgeon. There's no way that person would talk. This cranky person or nobody could get through to them because they don't like people. That's who this is. And like, no offense, but who I'm picturing is Gina Gershon. What character am I thinking? I guess she was kind of like sassy in most of her roles, right? Major crush. But like, seriously though, this is like, I am confident no one will get this information out of this person, probably an ex, because they don't like anybody, because they don't tell anyone anything. Maybe someone did get this person to talk. It's like, what is that show called? Okay, so there's 9 episodes or like hour-long shows or movies or whatever. And it's the dude with the mustache. What the hell is his name? 3 Men and a Baby, big mustache dude. So he's a detective, but like with a drinking problem. And he has this way with women. always gets them to be honest or always gets them like naked, I guess. It's cheesy in that way, right? But this is like, I don't think you could ever crack this witness. I don't think you could ever get this person to talk because they don't want to get on the bad side of their ex, or they don't want to reveal this information, or they don't want anybody to talk to them at all. There's something here about being able to get information out of a very difficult person, and they were able to. Lift off, fast action. There's a couple jokes I could be making right there, but I'm not going to. Progression forward. The wait is over. So now we got this information because someone who was perfect for the job figured it out. Tom Selleck. That's it right there. Yep. What was that show though? And it also had the therapist from Mr. Robot. She was in it too. One of the pretty ladies, nightclub singer. So yeah, we've got pictures, something concrete that proves what somebody did, where they were, what they said, and like tough luck because now they're not gonna be able to lie anymore, right? Oh, it's too bad for you. Sorry, I'm kind of condescending sometimes, but you guys like it, right? You like it. Hello, Jess. How are you doing? Did I say hello to Carrie? Hello, Carrie. No, but technically you're right. I know he was on Magnum PI, but this was like more recent. I think it was like early 2000s that he filmed it, and it was in the town of Paradise, I think is what it was called. I really can't remember what it was called, like the whole show. It's pretty good though. This is the character oracle. This is literally the card that I was figuring we would see, criminal. So this person who has broken the law, this person who has felt like they got away with it, no longer able to do that. This has the word tempering on it at the bottom. And I feel like you heard me say that earlier when I said someone was trying to control the controls. They were trying to make it look like someone else was responsible or someone else was there. Always, about trying to make it seem like they're not culpable. Vendor, merchant, retailer, individual, entrepreneur. I think there was more than one person that could give information on this. It's as if our Queen of Wands in the reverse, the overly confident man without a shirt, expected that they had done a much better job cleaning up their mess, making sure nobody knew what was really going on, making sure nobody knew where they really were, what they were really doing. But there might have actually been two people. I feel like there is somebody connected from a business standpoint and somebody connected from a naked time standpoint. And either one of them could have given information that was vital, critical. Let's get a few from the Gypsy Oracle. It might have been blue. I mean, the other thing is they might have been like kind of standalones. Why can't I remember? This is going to drive me crazy. The thing is, if I were to call my parents right now, they would know. They love that show. Consolation. Child in the reverse. Enemy in the reverse. If you don't say anything, then I will pay for something. If you sign this NDA, then I'll pay you this much. There was some sort of transaction or some sort of payoff to cover things up, to make things look as though they were different. It's like I converted an enemy, or I converted somebody who would have maybe told on me by paying them money. Because you saw that I wasn't innocent. Child in the reverse. Lord in the reverse. Young woman in the reverse. These are the two people who know information. And somebody got that information. Messenger. Between one of you, I can get the information needed to like resolve this, to figure out this case, to figure out who lied. I'm going to get it from one of you. You got to tell me what really happened. And they did. All right. Let's get a few from the Kipper. And then we call it a day. Ooh, yeah, I don't think it was that either. But I'm going to figure it out. Official person in the reverse. Distant horizons. Blaming someone from afar. Someone who didn't have control, someone who wasn't in charge, someone who wasn't there, making them culpable in some way. Family room. Poverty. Concern in the reverse. Yeah, I think we've got a crime that was pinned, or, you know, someone was trying to say this less fortunate person did this, or, you know, this person from the other side of the country. But it's clear that they lied. They set somebody else up to look as the guilty party, or they wanted to distract heavily from someone who really did cause the problem. Remember this Two of Paws, where it's like, everybody else is looking this way. Everybody else thinks this is where the answer is. And this hermit, the investigator, went a different way and found the truth. So there's no concern as far as the King of Cups in the reverse, the guilty party, because they feel like they've gotten away with it. But that's about to change. They're going to realize that there's more information out there than they realized that points to them. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. Hello, Soul Music. How are you doing? I hope to see you on the next reading. Toodles.